Opened back in 2003. Have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. You look at this Eagle defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Well, they'll come up 2nd and 7. Levis sets up to throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Down to about the 45. Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Back to throw, it's Levis. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Had no command that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Here's Williams. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Open man, that's Malik Neighbors. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
To throw, Williams. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it up, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Throwing is Williams. Flushed out right. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 18. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. That's a great example right there to remind everyone of what a weapon he can be as a mobile quarterback, Charles. Nice play to escape the pocket and get his offense into the red zone with a first down.
And defensive coaches losing their mind on that play because they knew about his mobility coming in, and they preached all week long. If he gets outside the pocket, find receivers in your area and cover them. Otherwise, plays like that will continue to result.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Williams with a little touch pass forward. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. To the air, Williams. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Trey McBride, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. The extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Levis out of the shotgun now. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Levis to throw it. Dancing to his left, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brian Burns make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And good coverage there by the punt team. They're able to get down there and drop him with authority. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. And the Eagles had 7-4 on the year, and they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Looking to throw is Williams. Escaping the pressure right. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Trey McBride halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Eagles have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's Levis. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Levis. That one out wide and intercepted. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right, it felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape. Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Williams from the gun on third down. He's got his target. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
That's good for an Eagles.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
That is caught. Touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores. And I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
That is incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating. Drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And not the result they were hoping for there, at least in terms of the kick team, as that'll get out of bounds at just the 35-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing the ball and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. And they've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
To throw, it's Williams. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 19. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles continue to pull away here in this first half. An extra point by York is up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. Levis back to throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Levis. He's got this complete to Williams. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On gain of 14. First down, Dallas.
Levis looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And Levis going back to the air. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 2nd down and 6 now. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's caught by Davis. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Got his man. It's Williams. And he will have a Cowboys first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Levis from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Levis sets up to throw here. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a 2nd one.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And no return forthcoming.